Naval attack is higher on the Bowfighter. I'm not expecting to have many naval issues. Okay, the Surrey classes are ready. How fast are you? 28. So the Surreys are too slow. They're a home fleet unit. Just double check to see if everyone's got the training that they require. It'll automatically turn off if they do. Lacks ill, but that's okay. Yeah, see, there were actually a bunch of ships that didn't have the training yet. Well, let's make sure that gets done. Multi-fighter had higher naval targeting but less naval attack. That means that they are better at choosing targets. So if you have higher naval targeting, you'll go for the higher value targets like battleships and carriers. Oh, and that was a whole bunch of drink teas there. Yeah, don't spam me with them. I just literally finished the tea. So you're having water now. Bubba, this one's for you. Sandrock, this one's for you. T-Wraith, 1. T-Wraith, 2. And there we go, all done. I can have a Chief of the Navy for 50. Who? Dudley Pound. He does have the AA. And screen attacks. No, I want maneuver. Chatfield. Oh, but that means that Chatfield would actually need to be used, because none of these are geniuses. So which admirals am I actually using? Willis, John Cunningham, Andrew Cunningham, Somerville, Forbes. So in other words, Andrew Cunningham is the only one. Do I really want to be focusing carrier usage? Actually, no. You know what? I'm being an idiot. I don't have to use any of those. Because if I want a Chief of the Navy, I just need somebody who is a superior tactician, which I think you are. Yeah, you are. So I can just make you in charge of the naval maneuver, which is what I think I do want to do. That's a lot of convoy rating efficiency. %12% AA. That's also tempting, especially in the Mediterranean. Requires marksman, that's hard to get. No, we're going to get Somerville promoted as a specialist. And you lot have a bunch of traits that you could be using, so Cunningham... I don't want you to use any of those, that's fine. Somerville, same thing. And then Forbes. You do want to be a cruiser captain and search pattern expert. Okay. So now, Chief of the Navy, we can bring in... Not sure if someone just knocked on my door. There's a lot of movement around. I think the cleaners are doing their thing. Yes, so we're going to bring in Somerville as the naval expert. He's a specialist who'll take a little bit to promote to Chatfield's level, but he will eventually overtake him. when he hits level 4 and level 6. Is there any reason not to get Concealment Expert always on everything? Yeah, save the trait slots for other, more useful traits. Like Concealment Expert for a couple of things is great, so escorts, it's good. And submarines obviously is really good. And if you do have surface raiders, also good. But I kind of want them to see my big fleets. Except maybe the Mediterranean one. I could see an argument for that. Actually, I can actually see a really big argument for that, because it would mean that planes would have a harder time spotting them too. Except the fleet's so big, Huzzah! It's going to be impossible to hide. Grainorak, thank you very much for the 24-month resubscription. We've had 22-monthers, we've had several 23-monthers, but you are the first of the 24s. Congratulations on earning those orange wings. Huzzah! No tea while playing the UK, blasphemy. I ran out, okay? I was drinking it too aggressively. And I don't have a teapot here. What's the time? I mean, we have been going for over an hour. I could go and turn the kettle on. Yeah, more than an hour without tea? That's unacceptable. Back in a minute.
Huzzah!
Okay, so kettle is on. It's going to be completely silent until it's not, and then it's going to get very, very loud. The Ninini, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Bubba coming in with a 25-month Prime resub. Thank you very much for that, Bubba. Appreciate the ongoing support there. And also, I realised, did I miss some earlier? Buildmaster coming in with a 19-month resub. I think I missed that one. Yeah. So thanks everyone for the resubs. And Bubba was a 25-month, so we've had 22, 23, 24 and 25. That was definitely something around that period, like 2 and a bit years ago. Like this time 2 years ago would have been 2020. The hell was I doing in 2020? In May. Christette coming in with a new Prime sub. Welcome to the Modelings. Good to have you joining us. Ah, we have actually now... Nope, we're still struggling with this, but we could try to infiltrate the civilian administration while we are yet able. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Off you go. Ended up here due to CK and Hearts of Iron. Nice. Mount Blade 2 Bannerlord? Oh, it might have been. Yeah, might well have been. Which unfortunately is a game I'm fairly sure this laptop won't run. I really want to get back into that because I was really enjoying that previous playthrough. Although I also really want to do a, what are they called? The Norse guys. Oh, I'm super short on heavy weapons again. Here we go, Royal Armoured Corps, then I can get the Chief of Staff. Alright, let's do it. The Royal Armoured Corps integrates our armoured vehicles and motorised cavalry into a single organised unit. We must expand the development of new vehicles and tactics to be used in this new force.
Ready, sir! Listen up!
You should be on... Okay, you shouldn't have just been straight up training, you should have been on the shift train. Which is what these guys are doing. Only training the units that actually need training, which is these new infantry guys. Speaking of new infantry guys, we do seem to be spending an awful lot on heavy weapons. I think part of that's just the efficiency. Alright, so we just got the Cruiser 4. November 38. %20 attack and defense in urban terrain. That's pretty nice. $39. I think I'm going to go for the field hospitals. I want that trickle back. Czechoslovakia still exists. Right, so the other thing I was going to double check, now that I have the capability of doing so, was the difference between support tanks and heavy tanks. So I want to see the difference between a Cruiser 2 and a Matilda 2. Which is going to be harder to see because I don't think I can have the two open at the same time. So you got Defense 9, Breakthrough 20, Hardness 40. Defense 17, Breakthrough 35, Hardness 93. Soft Attack 11, Hard Attack 27. Soft Attack 12, Hard Attack 28. Hit points 3. Hit points 3, Speed 7.4, Armor 20. Speed 5.1, Armor 75. So they are faster. But they're too fast because they would outrun infantry, so it's kind of irrelevant. Piercing 44, Reliability 87. Piercing 44, Reliability 73. Production cost 19, 361. Production cost 36, there's the difference. 361. So they are just much cheaper. What does it say here? 11463. 9703. So there are roughly 2,000 production cheaper, but I think I'd still rather invest in their heavy armoured division. Maybe use heavy support for infantry support because they're cheaper, but then you want the armour. Or maybe what I need to do is take a look at the Cruiser 2. Now, are these also the same? What are the different tanks? They all use the same names. So the Cruiser 2 is the heavy support. Cruiser 4 is a medium. So if I wanted to make a infantry support vehicle, I think I would still do it with the Matilda. I mean, the Matilda is just a really solid flipping tank. 25 doesn't really make a difference. Suspension doesn't really make a difference. Armor thickness doesn't really make a difference. You've already got tip-top radios. So then if I took a look at the Cruiser Mark II, you've already got a big gun. Cruiser 2 is just better. Assisted turret drive, which is giving you more AA, which doesn't really make any difference. Additional MG is slightly more soft attack, which I guess for a tank support would be useful. Engine doesn't make a difference. We're using Horseman suspension. I mean, you could probably go for bogey, it would make you cheaper. And you're using medium armor as opposed to heavy. Increases your production cost by 1. See, that's probably worth doing if you're going to be an actual infantry support tank. You've got radio Mark 1. We could upgrade that to 3 easily enough, which would increase your cost to 21. So then you would cost 21 instead of Matilda's 36. Although the Matilda still have 75 armor, so I still think the Matilda's a better choice. Have you tried doing a full tank army with the cheapest tanks you can build? I've done that in the past with Japan, I think it was. There's the Blackburn. So we are on the verge of 1939, so I could go for the Rock. Oh no, I could go for the patrol plane now. Or the scout plane. I do like my scout planes. Let's go with the scout plane, and we can start actually flying sorties over Germany. Am I doing close air support? I am. Although at this point I think I'm actually going to stop producing those and put that construction into Hurricanes. And we have more factories. I think I'm going to put those, a couple more onto you. And honestly, I think I'm just going to double down on the Spitfire production. And I think it is now also going to be time for... Are you not still training? I guess you are. Fair enough. Fair enough. Am I at war yet? No. It's currently 19th of November, 38. Still too early. There's the Royal Armoured Corps, and here we go, Chief of Staff Committee. This is a big one for us. Division Org, Planning Speed, Command Power Max, and then Doctrine Cost Reductions. We must empower the heads of the various service branches to conduct this war as they consider it best. The Combined Chiefs of Staff, formed initially in 1923, will now be given the means to subordinate operations across the globe, reporting directly to the War Cabinet. This will greatly streamline planning for military operations. We still need a Chief of the Air Force. Now the Air Marshals don't get promoted. So I'll probably just take the Night Ops penalty reduction. That's pretty powerful. Charles Portal. Need 100 political power for that. Okay. There we go, King Charles V class battleship. We're still in 38, so I'm going to have to start going ahead of time into 39. Because there are quite a few technologies about to finish. Off we go. Look away for 2 minutes and suddenly half of Czechoslovakia is missing. Yeah, I'm still kind of waiting for Germany to take the rest, because then I can stop the appeasement. Oh, we can start war propaganda against Japan. Also, I need to do that to make sure that we stay ahead of the Germans. Oh, we could actually build 5 King George class battleships. Sure. Let's. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go build me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a significant steel shortage. Good grief. Okay, so we're going to need to buy some of that in until I can get some steel factories going. Just realised I could have been buying this from South Africa for much cheaper. We'll keep it small. Malice, I think. Bey Hakan, thank you. Hello. Hello to you in Turkey. You're actually building the Northern England ones without the infrastructure being finished. That is not okay. Please don't do that. Let's build up Essex instead. Oh wow. Big difference in how much training is required to actually deploy units. Let's start working on the Royal Marines as well. No, this was Turkey. The Ottomans ceased to be after the First World War. World War II was Turkey. Okay, so what are we going to do? I think we're going to continue with our industry to see if there's any other industrial techs to do. There are not. We could start working on decimetric radar. I do like my radar, so go ahead and do that. Speaking of which, we could probably do with upgrading some of our radar stations here. Kent and Cornwall. Although I am getting kind of distracted by not building enough military factories again. We still have less military factories than we have dockyards. What am I going to do against Japan? What units am I using in East Asia? None. As yet. Malaya's become a dominion. Wow. Go Malaya. So all of my external territories, they're all basically independent, so they can defend themselves. I might send a navy out here if I need to, but at the moment Japan should be pretty focused on China. And quite frankly, my army is not big enough to support anything else. If the Mediterranean Navy beats Italy quickly, then I might send them over. Or I might send the submarines, like the cruiser subs. That's actually a pretty good idea. Which are the cruiser subs? Is that these guys? I think so. Yes.